Hey Contrasters, Simon here. Today I'm going to talk to you about access control within the Contrast portal. We'll cover the various roles, groups, and how to check a user's current permissions. There's two types of role in Contrast. An organization role, which define a user's involvement with a specific org and the applications associated with that org. There's then application roles, which allow far more granular control of what a user can or can't do within an application. Let's take a closer look at these roles and how they're set. There are 4 different levels of access to your Contrast organization: Admin, Rules Admin, Edit, and View. Admin gives you full access to all functionality within the org. You can apply licenses to applications, add new users, add new application access groups. We'll see more on this later. Edit advanced organization settings like your security policy and bug tracker integrations. And do everything the other roles can do. Rules Admin lets you tinker with the Contrast policy in use by your agents. This includes tweaking your rule set and protection policy, creating security controls, defining a library policy, and also everything that an edit or view user can do. An edit user can merge, archive, and edit their applications, as well as interact with an app's findings based on their application role. A view user can look but they can't touch, kind of like a security window shopper. Now our second set of roles relate to what you can do within an application. These are also split into admin, rules admin, edit, and view. There's also no access, which means that a user can't see or interact with an application in any way. As an admin, you can do everything within an app, such as click the all-powerful reset, which clears out all history and findings in order to start monitoring that app with a fresh pair of eyes. And also, everything the other roles can do. As a rules admin, you can define exclusions to prevent the agent reporting on certain URLs or input. Mark vulns as fixed, which keeps them closed regardless of whether they're found again. Handy if a vuln is resolved on one server but not yet on others. Define the app's protection policy. And also everything the edit and view users can do. Most folks coming into Contrast will simply need edit access. This lets them fully interact with an application's findings, setting their status, applying tags, contributing to any discussion, and firing vulnerabilities off to a bug tracker. And for those users who need insight into the app but are known to get carried away clicking things, View Access will provide them read-only access. To be more granular about who has access to which apps, you can create custom access groups which give various roles across applications. To get started, simply hit Add Groups and give your group a meaningful name. You can then specify any number of applications and the level of access that members of the group should have to that app. Any applications not specified will implicitly be given no access. For example, if we give admin access to WebGoat and edit access to Ticketbook, then members of this group will have those roles for those apps and no access to any other applications. Alternatively, you could effectively create a blacklist by saying that members of this group should have edit access to all applications but no access to WebGoat. Once you've defined your application roles, you can simply add as many users as you wish to the group. And the Smiths are ready to roll. If you place a user into multiple groups that provide different role access to the same application, it creates access collision. Contrast handles collisions by the rule of least privileges. The group that provides the most restrictive access wins and applies their access to the applications involved. Let's look at an example. A user is added to 3 groups: Edit, which gives edit access to all apps; DevLeopard, which gives edit access to WebGoat, but view access to all other apps; and finally Admin the Admins, which gives admin access to both Ticketbook and WebGoat. How does this resolve? Well, we can cross out WebGoat admin access as the edit access is more restrictive. We can also cross out edit access for all apps as we have view access for all apps over here. Finally, we actually need to cross out the view access to all apps as well, as the Admin the Admins group doesn't specify all apps, meaning it implicitly gives no access to everything but the apps specified. This leaves us with admin access to Ticketbook and edit access to WebGoat. How do I figure out what groups are impacting a user without drawing a lovely colourful Venn diagram, I hear you cry? Well, that's easy. As an admin, simply head over to the Users tab and select the user who you wish to check. The permissions table gives you an overview of that user's current level of access to each application. If we hover over the green dot, we can even see which groups have given them that level of access. For more info on Enterprise Access Control, simply head over to the Manage Organization settings on OpenDocs for some light reading. That's all for today, folks. Happy vulnerability hunting.